What is going on, people? Joey Suggs here. Welcome to today's video. Welcome to the garage gym. Welcome to Road to Ripped episode number 6. An early morning, and we're actually waking up right about 6 a.m. this morning to get our day started. So today's episode, I want to run you through my morning routine when I'm getting ready for work. And this is what I try to do typically 2 to 3 days a week. That way I get my workout done early in the morning. I don't have to worry about it when I get home, and it gives me a lot more free time to be able to do stuff after work. So first step is what you just saw, waking up anywhere from 5 to 6 a.m. And then we're coming straight down to the garage gym, got some pre-workout in the cup, and we're gonna walk for 15 minutes on the treadmill, get nice and warmed up, get ready for a back and by day is what we're hitting today. Okay, post walk, working into some stretching with some bands, just trying to get the arms loose, a little more blood flow into them. And then we'll work into our first actual working exercise, which is gonna be a cable pull-in high to low. And once again, gonna do 2 warm-up sets with a lighter weight just to get the movement down, just to get the blood flow in the right areas of our body. And it actually feels pretty freaking good. So I up the weight, we're gonna go 3 working sets, high to low, single arm cable pull-ins. Going for 10 to 12 reps, pretty close to failure, but this will be a good starting exercise to get some activation into the lats. Next, moving into one of our main movements for today, the dumbbell row. Gonna be up in the weight, going for 8 to 10 reps here. Gotta be one of the most underrated movements for back, overall back development. I love it, I do it all the time. It's really nice when you got dumbbells to go to 100. So that's what we're gonna do today. So we'll do 4 sets of 8 to 10 on the dumbbell rows. All right, had to pop the top off to finish out rows. We're gonna finish up back with burning out on the pull downs. The weight's relatively light, but I'm gonna go for 12 to 15 reps and really try and burn out. And then the second I'm done there, I'm gonna superset that with a cable pull in. Same thing, about 12 to 15 reps and going to failure. I think 2, maybe 3 sets of this superset will have the back completely burned out. All right, back is toast. I was gonna work into biceps now, but my biceps are still pretty sore from an arm day I did a couple days ago. So we're gonna work into traps with a superset of abs to wrap up everything. For traps, we're just gonna be doing very, very standard dumbbell shrugs. Is it simple? Yes. Does it work for building your traps? Yes. 3 sets to failure here, and that superset with abs is gonna consist of a cable crunch. My favorite ab exercise right now, because you can progressive overload, because you can kind of adjust and go a little different ways to hit a little different areas of your abs. Really, really good there. So 3 sets, superset to failure, both exercises, and that should wrap things up. All right, people, I went ahead and finished up my cardio first this time, and then we got into posing. All right, so where are we at? Let's just get straight down to it. So when looking at our weight over the week, this morning, 219.4. Now I typically weigh more earlier in the morning because it's just less time for my body, I guess, to process the food from the night before and expel some of those things. But we back up 2 days. I had an extremely low weigh-in of 215.5. So that is very, very good. And over the week, I've trended down for the most part, and my average is definitely lower than last week's average. So all around, that is very good, and it's because of a couple things. One, I've actually been able to do my cardio and my lifting throughout the week. I think I got at least 4 or 5 lifts in and 4 or 5 cardio sessions. So we're getting to the point where I'm able to work out every day almost. Recovery's been pretty decent, and so all of that is still going pretty well. As for how I'm feeling, it's kind of tough. I feel like my motivation kind of comes and goes a little bit more than it should, but I guess that's true with anyone. And when motivation tends to fade, it just becomes clockwork. I wake up every morning, I know I have to eat within my calories, I know I have to track my calories, and I know I have to get my cardio and my lift in. And some days it feels more like a task than an enjoyment piece, but I know later on in the process, I'm gonna actually feel motivated to do it because I look at myself in the mirror and I see the progress that I made in the previous weeks, and that will then motivate me to continue the rest. Motivation is a very subjective thing, and if you're only working out because you have motivation, I can promise you you're not gonna be working out for very long. Because when motivation fades, if you don't have the willpower to continue moving forward, you're probably going to stop lifting and doing everything that you should be doing. So I've been struggling with that a little bit, but all around it's still been going pretty good. I don't think I need to make any changes to my cardio and my calories as of right now. Sometimes I will do like over 15 minutes of cardio, sometimes up to like 20 minutes, just depending on how I'm feeling and how much time I have during the day and stuff like that. So my cardio has been fluctuating a little bit in the better form. And so that's probably a good thing regardless. So other than that, all is well. Physique is slightly improving, maybe a little bit. The leaner I guess I get, or the more time I see myself with my shirt off, I tend to see more of the problem areas. So working out with your shirt off is actually a good thing. You get to see a little more of what you need to work on. For me, it's just like that, I guess like, what is it called? Spare tire section. Like you're just lower mid body. Definitely still some body fat to lose there. Definitely more toning up to be done. But it's gonna come off along with every other area. So as we progress through, those areas should clean up. And I think towards the end of Road to Ripped, we will be right where we need to be. All right, people, as I've been doing this little voiceover, I've also been sipping on 2 scoops of protein. So it's gonna serve as my first meal for the day. And all around, nothing beats some good protein after a nice lift and some cardio. Now we can get ready to start the day. All right, people, fresh out of the shower, and to perform good, I feel like you have to look good. And since we are going to work today, I'll show you my pre-workout kind of hair routine that I've been doing here recently. So the 2 main products I've been using recently are a combination of both Blue Mon, but their Coastal Spray, and then their original Meraki styler. Both of these are pre-stylers as well as post-stylers, so you can do it either before or after you blow dry, but it works a little better, I found, if you do it before blow drying. So the Coastal Spray, you just do a couple sprays here to wet, damp hair. And what this does is add a little bit of texture and some more volume into your hair whenever you're styling it. It also has some really good key ingredients like cucumber extract, rosemary extract, and algae extract. These will all help protect and make your hair healthy. So the process is a couple sprays of that, and then about a dime size scoop of the Meraki Original from Blue Mon. And for me, this one's been my favorite. They have a bunch of different styles, but this one has a really good hold and natural looking finish. And it's been all around my favorite one. It's also their best seller, so probably makes sense. So you're gonna move this around in your hand and then work from back to front, getting it all throughout your hair. And this is also activated with heat. So as this heats up, as you blow dry your hair, you're gonna get more volume into your hair from doing that. It's gonna add a lot more style, a lot more texture, and also protect your hair better from the sun. Next step, we're gonna hit it with blow drying. Like I said, if you don't have a blow dryer or you're just not used to using one, definitely recommend using one. But if not, these products will still work. You just might not get the full benefits of the volume and the added texture if you don't use a blow dryer. And I just like to finish it off with a little comb. About 2 more sprays of the Coastal Texture Spray. And boom, just like that, we are good to go. Everything looking perfect. Like I said, you look good, you feel good, you conquer the day. So huge shout out for Blue Mon for sponsoring this portion of the video. If you want to check out any of their products, I have them linked down below, and you'll get a discount if you use code SUGGS at checkout. It also helps me out a little bit, so I appreciate that. But yeah, definitely some of my favorite hair products I've used to date. Quick change, and we are ready for work finally. I'm just gonna bring 2 things. I prepped some overnight oats. Talk about this in a little bit. Going to grab an energy drink. We'll go with C4. And everything else I eat is already at work, which is really nice. I have a little fridge there that I keep everything in. So that's all I need to bring. Let's get to work. Let's get some work done. All right, people, we are at the office. Little office change. Like I said, it's been a lot more hectic here at work. Slightly transitioning from my current role into a more executive role here. And so there's been a lot more workload going on, but I still have been doing a good job of hitting my calories while I'm here. I'm gonna go ahead and have my oatmeal for the first thing this morning. And I say first thing this morning, it's actually 11:30, but been tied up in quite a few things. And this is the first opportunity I get to dive into what has been an absolute favorite of mine recently. I mean, look at how thick and gooey these overnight oats turned out. I mean, come on. All right, so let me give you a quick rundown of everything that's in here. We have some overnight oats. Love this stuff. 1 scoop of Formula 1 protein, about 140 grams of Fairlife, some blueberries, and then some Lily's chocolate chips. And as you can tell, before I put this in the fridge, it was definitely pretty watery, but put it in here and this is how it ends up. So overnight, you go from like a watery mess to like a thick, awesome consistency. We talked about this a little bit before, but the blueberries play really well in there. So do the chocolate chips. And sometimes with the peanut butter protein, I actually like to do bananas instead. That is really nice too. But not only is it a very tasty first actual meal, it also is pretty nutritious as well, pretty calorie dense too. Total with the protein we had earlier this morning, sitting at 660 something calories. Pretty good for this time of the day, and with that 75 grams of protein. So we're getting our protein in early. That is ideal. Also, it keeps me a little satiated throughout the day. And the more carbs I have, I feel like the more tired I am. Keeping the carbs relatively low until later on in the day is also pretty nice. So the goal is munch on this, work on this, and be a productive person. Okay, all right. How are we looking? How are the eyes looking? How's the tiredness looking? It is about 3:45. So I did actually take about 20 minutes or so, and during like lunchtime roughly, go and walk on the treadmill for like 20 minutes. It does help like mentally reset me a little bit. It helps me focus, get back to work. A little bit of midday cardio. Like I said, almost 4 o'clock now. I'm gonna actually eat my second meal here pretty much, and it's weirdly another breakfast meal. I feel like I've talked about this combo quite a bit, but it's a combination of boiled eggs with like 80% of the egg yolks taken out, salt, pepper, mustard, and then these Premier protein pancakes. Absolutely phenomenal. Tastes like McDonald's flapjacks or whatever they're called, hot cakes, but with really good macros. So those are on point, and these are as basic as they come, but very, very good for something very quick. And we actually do have a full kitchen like in our break room, but for me, like efficiency is so important. So I'm always trying to like do things as quick as possible, and boiled eggs take like a couple minutes, if that, to cut up. And then the pancakes take 1 minute in the microwave. So I'm able to quickly prepare it, get back to work, and then eat while I work. Normally works out very well for me. And for the past like month or so, this is kind of how my meals have looked at work. Haven't been doing a lot of like meal prepping stuff, and eating like less real meals throughout the day somehow makes me a little less sluggish feeling. And so I've actually been enjoying that. So after I get this meal in, we're sitting at still under 1,000 calories for the day. 333 calories in this meal. But we are over 100 grams of protein already, almost at 110. So everything is looking really good there. But for the most part, I've noticed the less I can make myself eat throughout the day, the happier I am when I get home and I get to really enjoy some food. Just like that, right as the day started, it seems like it is over. Nice little relaxation time on the couch with the dogs. Definitely a long day. All right, so I definitely want to take some time and just relax and decompress. And one way I want to do that is with a little after school snack in the form of one of my favorite things I've been having recently. Typically you actually have this pre-workout, but in this case, just gonna be after work. So start out with 2 plain rice cakes. Up next, we're gonna lather on some real peanut butter. Now I could use powdered peanut butter, but I have the calories right now, so might as well get in the real stuff while I can. Next thing, adding a sliced banana on top and a nice little drizzle of honey. And our post-work meal is prepared. I'm telling you, this combo is truly delightful. Very simple, but a very good, like, carb-heavy meal. Like I said, if needed, I could cut some calories and use powdered peanut butter instead of normal peanut butter, but it's just so easy and the flavor is worth it right now, at least. for me to still use the real stuff. All right, that did not last very long, but it did taste pretty good. And it definitely bumped our calories up quite a bit, right around 400 calories in that. And it balanced out the macros, I think, pretty well too. So we are sitting pretty going into the later half of the day. All right, quick shower, and now it's dinner time, getting dark out. I want to try something new that I found at Costco. I don't know how I keep finding new stuff at Costco. They are these chicken sausages, and their macros are pretty good. 110 calories with 13 grams of protein per sausage link. And I have an entire pack here. I'm probably gonna like chop it up and then put it in the pan and cook it up and try to make maybe like a pasta bowl out of it. So that is the goal for the meat. All right, now while this is cooking up, we can go ahead and put our bag pasta in the microwave. As this comes out, we can go ahead and put in some frozen mixed veg, also from Costco, to get heated up as well. As this is done, I'm gonna go ahead and put about half of the bag of this pasta in there. All right, this turned out beautifully. We can go ahead and put a couple links in there. And for the pasta sauce, I'm gonna do a little bit of this Bolt House Ranch and some Nando's Peri Peri. All right, this may not look like much, but it's actually a pretty decent sized meal. I'm gonna give it a nice little stir. And like most times when I cook, I did try some of the meat while I was cooking it. Very good. It's a little spicy, but I ain't no bitch, so it's pretty good. A little bit of everything in there. Actually, yeah, that spice with the ranch is really good, actually. They definitely taste better than your standard hot dog, have much better macros than your standard hot dog, and obviously a lot more flavor. I feel like it would be really good with baked beans, like a beanie weenies meal with it. Maybe try that out next with the leftovers. But all around for a quick meal, yeah, very, very good. And a lot of the Amy Lou stuff that I've tried from Costco has been good. They have like a, what is it, kale mozzarella turkey burger. That's also really good. Like I said, it's definitely a little spicy, and not because of the peri peri sauce. It's 100% because of the meat. But if you like the spice, you're gonna like this. All right, so one thing that I wanted to add to this that I did not was some cheese, either like mozzarella or feta. But I didn't do it because of the calories for the day. And when we look at that, the meal itself has 575 calories. We are still under 2,000 calories for the day. Pop into the macros, and we have almost 170 grams of protein. Everything else looks really balanced in there. All around, we're very balanced for the day. We're looking very good. We're definitely gonna hit our protein goal. The reason why I didn't want to put any extra calories in this is I kind of have already figured what my dessert is gonna be tonight. And we're gonna have to cut a little bit of corners, not make it quite as perfect as I wanted it to be, but I have a feeling it's gonna still be very, very good. All right, we've been hanging out, Perry got back, but for dessert, I'm going to make this right here, a frozen cream, well, I guess they're all frozen, but this one I didn't film myself making, but it's the same recipe, 350 milliliters of Fairlife fat-free milk, 7 grams of sugar-free, fat-free cheesecake Jell-O, and then I did 1 scoop of the raw cookies and cream protein. So we're gonna make a cookies and cream creamy. 1 spin. All right, and that's how we're looking after 1 spin. I'm gonna do 1 splash of milk and re-spin. And spin number 2, that is absolutely perfect. Next step, 2 Oreo thins going in and hit it once on the mix-in. All right, what a way to end a night. Oh, Dairy Queen style. This one actually turned out consistency-wise absolutely perfect. Look at this. Like right in between a Frosty and a Blizzard. The mix-ins, those 2 Oreos, like pretty much completely disappeared in here. I have no idea where they went, but and maybe it added a little extra flavor possibly. Either way, I do think 1, cookies and cream is a good creamy type to make a good flavor of a creamy. 2, the raw cookies and cream is really good in this mixture. So I would recommend trying it if you want to make a cookies and cream creamy. So this is gonna be dessert tonight. 318 calories. Kind of a lot for a dessert, but I probably won't end up eating this whole thing. I typically don't eat the whole thing, maybe like a little over half or something. And then I don't even try to save it. I just toss it as sad as that may be. But with this in, 2,300 calories roughly, so a little high on calories, but macros look really good. 211 grams of protein, fats, carbs, nicely balanced. And another day gone by, another day on Road to Ripped, another episode of Road to Ripped. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please make sure to press thumbs up button. It does help the video out more than you know. I am going to eat my dessert and pretty much do the exact same thing you saw today over again tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the video. Press thumbs up. See ya in the next one. Peace.
This the anthem. If you rockin' with it, put your hands up. Yeah, this the anthem.